Frank Herbert's Dune universe presents a far future in the aftermath of a machine crusade, the Butlerian Jihad, where mankind has rid itself of all artificial intelligence. The ways in which humans have compensated for the absence of thinking machines introduces some of the most fascinating and bizarre elements in the series. What's proven to be equally captivating to many is how those adapting Herbert's work to the screen have chosen to depict these elements. One peculiar addition in Villeneuve's Dune that contributes to the mystique surrounding House Harkonnen and demonstrates mankind's progress in the wake of the Butlerian Jihad is the presence of their machine-augmented operators who seem to perform advanced computing functions primarily used in the surveillance and monitoring of Arrakis. In this video, I'd like to discuss these operators and how they fit into the lore and mythos of the Dune universe. Spoiler warning if you are unfamiliar with the Dune series. Following the initial defeat of the Atreides on Arrakis, Imperial stewardship of the planet reverted back to the Harkonnens. The beast Rabban is assigned the duty of exploiting the planet's resources, restoring spice production to full capacity, which would enable their house to begin to recover the immense cost incurred in overthrowing the Atreides. However, the beast quickly finds that the Fremen rats are proving to be a growing obstacle in accomplishing this task. The Harkonnen operators are first seen in an inner room within the city of Arrakis as Beast Rabban endeavors to get control over spice harvesting operations. A non-augmented Harkonnen overseer reports to Rabban that they have secured the spice fields and advises him to pull their troops out of Fremen territories. Rabban then reiterates the orders that the Harkonnens have been given to control the whole planet. However, the monitors only show half of it. Positioned around the holographic display of the planet are the machine-augmented Harkonnen operators. Their synchronized chanting suggests a digital networking of their minds, enabling them to track and display the movements and status of troops, harvesting equipment, and the Fremen. In order to track and map these movements, these operators are likely connected in some way to the satellites that fly over the northern hemisphere of the planet. The rationale behind this blend of human and machinery is extensively explored in the book. In the Dune universe, the prohibition of artificially intelligent machines has been in place for thousands of years. Consequently, humans have honed their own cognitive abilities to compensate for this absence. Enter the mentats, human computers trained in advanced logical and analytical thinking to fill the void left by the absence of sophisticated computing machinery. While the famous mentats of Dune served as personal advisors to the leaders of the great houses, it's entirely possible that these machine-augmented Harkonnen operators have received mentat training as well. Later in the film, we see another Harkonnen servant sporting a head-mounted device designed to scan for lifeforms in the deep desert. It's not clear whether this device is a permanent fixture or a detachable accessory. However, unlike the operators in the map room who seem ensnared in a hive mind-like trance, this individual demonstrates a greater degree of autonomy from the machine, hinting at a less intrusive integration. For those who are familiar with the lore of Dune, the introduction of such mechanical enhancements raises questions about its compatibility with the precepts outlined in the Orange Catholic Bible. The primary commandment of this text stipulates, "Thou shalt not make a machine in the likeness of a human mind." By the strict interpretation of this law, the presence of these operators does not overtly breach it. However, like many fringe elements within the Imperium, these modified beings certainly push the boundaries of what is considered acceptable, arguably defying the spirit of the OC Bible's first commandment. Rather than creating machines in the likeness of a human mind, these operators serve as an inversion, human minds that have been modified to emulate machine-like functions. What differentiates these human computers from traditional mentats is that the latter are trained to perform computational tasks using purely organic processes. While there is certainly a level of organic computing occurring within the minds of these operators, it's likely that these technological modifications would serve to enhance their cognitive capabilities. There are certainly other possibilities for these machine enhancements and what they could enable that would fall within the acceptable limits of technology. For instance, these devices could provide a level of easily accessible data storage, enhancing the operator's memory functions, or it could serve as a sort of network interface that increases the amount and speed of data that can be passed between each of these individuals. Whatever the true function of these enhancements may be, the departure from entirely organic processes would certainly be perceived as taboo within the broader Imperium. This is yet another element that places the Harkonnens among the less respectable factions in the known universe, such as the Ixians and the Bene Tleilax. In the Art and Soul of Dune book, it is revealed that the facial devices of the Harkonnen operators were inspired by the work of French comic book artist Philippe Drouillet, who is well known for his Baroque drawings and bizarre science fiction stories. Drouillet's art often seamlessly intertwines the organic and the mechanical in a haunting yet captivating manner. This marriage of biological and mechanical elements certainly resonates with the depiction of the Harkonnen operators. Ultimately, the presence of such grotesquely modified beings within the ranks of the Harkonnens, such as their human spider pet, Fade's cannibal harpies, and these biomechanical operators, serves as a striking visual testament to their moral degradation. As in the book, their house is characterized by decadence and a flagrant disregard for the established laws of the Imperium, which forms a significant aspect of the Harkonnens' infamous reputation. A major theme in Frank Herbert's Dune saga is the celebration of the resilience and potential of humanity. Many elements in the second half of his series underscore the imperative for humanity to maintain a strong connection to its indomitable spirit, a spirit driven by exploration and innovation which was essential for ensuring the species' long-term survival. In stark contrast to this ethos, the Harkonnen Machine Operators prove to be emblematic of their house's insistence on subservience. In effect, they have fulfilled the conditions that brought about the Butlerian Jihad, in that they have been enslaved by machines in service to their human masters. The existence of these Harkonnen operators stands in direct opposition to the spirit of human ingenuity that propelled humanity to greatness. Instead of embodying the pioneering spirit that defines humanity's essence, these operators appear to be shackled by their reliance on machinery, symbolizing a regression from the virtues that have historically propelled human progress. They reflect the spirit of what got humanity enslaved to the pitfalls of artificial intelligence in the first place. By continuing to depict the servants of the Harkonnens in a way that so drastically departs from what is naturally human, they serve as a visual contrast to the strain of humanity that the God Emperor of Dune would carefully curate. A strain that would be indestructible and unable to fall into universal control, stagnation, and enslavement ever again. But I'm curious to know what you think of these machine-augmented Harkonnen operators. Do you feel that this depiction is a clever inversion of the Imperium's laws against thinking machines? Let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. I hope you enjoyed this video. Leave a like if you did, and be sure to subscribe for more Dune and other sci-fi and fantasy news and lore. And if you're looking for other ways to show your appreciation, you can check out my Patreon page, where members get access to exclusive content and perks. Thank you all so much for your support, and as always, have a very nerdy day.